Hey guys, so in the past I have done a few videos where I showed you different kinds of Excel tools for placing orders from Excel to TWS. However, in all those tools, you could only place one order at a time. So a trader recently reached out to me. He was looking for a way to place simple to complex orders like option spreads, straddles, strangles, and iron condors with ability to place multiple selected orders with a single click. So I helped him build this Excel tool, and that is what I'll be showing you in this video. So here are the requirements of that trader. He wanted a quick way to place simple orders like market, limit, stop, stop limit, ability to place bracket orders with multiple take profits, ability to place multi-leg option orders like spreads, straddles, strangles, iron condors, and ability to place multiple selected orders at a click of a button. He also wanted access to live market data, so fields like bid, ask, last price, open, high, low, close, delta, theta, and IV in case it's an option contract. So this is the Excel tool I built. This tool is actually very similar to the tools I have shown earlier in my videos. Let me quickly explain. There are three sections in this tool. The first section is the contract details section. In this section, we specify the details of the contract in which we want to place the order. The second section is the market data section. In this section, Excel will automatically fetch live streaming market data for whatever contract is specified in this section. And then there is the order details section. In this section, we specify the details of the order that we want to place. There is an order settings section as well, in which we can specify certain parameters of the orders. And then over the right hand side, I have given three buttons for placing different kinds of orders. We also have this validate spread button, which I'll explain when we place multi-leg option orders. Now let's first specify a few stock contracts. So let's specify the type as STK. Let's specify exchange as NSC, currency as INR, and now let's specify a few symbols. So let's use ITC, DLF, BPCL, and ONGC, NTPC. So in this market data section, we can see the live streaming market data for all these stock contracts. Now let's quickly specify the order details for these stocks. So for ITC, let's use a buy order, quantity 1, and let's use a market order. So we don't need to specify the stop and the limit price. For DLF, let's use a sell order, quantity 1. Let's use a limit order this time. So let's specify a limit price of 670. Then for BPCL, let's use a buy order. This time let's use a stop limit order, and let's use a stop and the limit price of 315. For ONGC, let's use a bracket order. That is, we want to specify both the target and the stop loss along with the entry order. So let's use a buy order, quantity as 1, and let's use a limit order with price of 240. The target would be 250, and let's use stop loss of 235. Then for NTPC, let's use a sell bracket order, quantity as 1. Let's use a stop limit order. So we specify the stop and the limit price as let's say 350, and this should be 350 as well. Let's use a target of 340, and let's use the stop loss at 355. In the order settings section, let's specify the transmit flag as 0 for all these orders, which means that we just want to create these orders in the TWS window and not transmit them to exchange. And now that we have created these orders, there are two ways to place them. The first method is to just select the orders that we want to place and click on this place selected button. The second method is to tag the orders that we want to place by specifying a value of 1 in this column and then click on this place tagged button. So let's say if I want to place these top 3 orders, I can just select these top 3 rows like this and click on this place selected button, and the 3 orders are transmitted to TWS. And let's say I now also want to transmit the bottom 2 orders, so I can just tag these 2 rows like this and click on this place tag button. So these 2 orders are now also transmitted to TWS. Now let me show you how we can place a multi-leg option order like an iron condor. So an iron condor consists of 4 option legs. We sell one out of money put option. We buy one further out of money put option. We sell one out of money call option, and then we buy one further out of money call option. Now let's create this iron condor on Nifty 50, which is an index listed on National Stock Exchange of India. So let's create the 4 legs. Let's define the symbol as Nifty 50, type as OPT for option, exchange as NSC, currency would be INR. We don't need to specify primary exchange, multiplier, and the underlying type. Let's specify the expiry as 2025-0529. There are 2 puts and 2 calls. Let's use the following strikes: 24000, 24200, 24400, and 24600. So Nifty is currently trading around 24300. That's why I have used these strikes. Now let's fill in the order details for these 4 option legs. Let's say we want to use market order for entry. So we'll just need to specify the action and the quantity. So we want to buy this first option leg. We want to sell the second option leg. We again want to sell the third option leg, and we want to buy the 4th option leg. Let's specify the quantity as 75, which is the minimum lot size. And let's specify the transmit flag as 0, as we don't want to transmit the orders to exchange. And now let's click on this place selected button. So once we click this, 4 orders are sent to TWS as market orders. Another way to place iron condor is to place it as a single combo order. I'll show this using Apple stock. So Apple is currently trading around 210. I've already created the 4 legs of the iron condor, and I have selected these 4 strikes. And now I need to unhide these couple of columns and specify the action and ratio. So action would be buy for the first leg, sell for the second leg, sell for the third leg, and buy for the 4th leg. Ratio would be 1 for all the legs, as we want equal proportions of all the legs. Next, we need to click on this validate spread button. Once these 4 legs are validated, we can specify the details of the combo order in this first row. So let's specify the action as buy, quantity as 1, and the transmit flag as 0. And now let's click on this place spread button. This order is not transmitted as a single iron condor order. So we can place other multi-leg option orders like spreads, straddles, and strangles in a similar way. We can either place them as individual orders, or we can place them as a single combo order. I hope you like this video. Please do let me know if you have any feedback, suggestions, or if you want to share any specific problem that you face while trading.